And he hits the first of 3. Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walk into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Goose, in their last matchup against the Pacers, delivered quite a performance. He scored 41 points and got there the usual way, an impressive barrage of three-pointers. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Well, after their offense stalled in the finals, the Celtics getting some veteran help. Gallinari and Brogdon both bring shooting, and Brogdon's another playmaker on the floor.
And Gobert gets to Conley. To the inside. Anderson slams it in.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
Now here's Tatum. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Inside, and Anderson slams it in.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Brown outside. Here's Doyle. He's got 27. The 3. Gobert pulls it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Anderson passes to Gobert. Edwards with it. Six on the shot clock. Here's Gobert. Rejected by Doyle. Anderson against Tatum. Fires from deep. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Conley dishes to Edwards. There's the lob to Towns. And stolen by Tatum. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
When you've got a guy that's too big for a guard, he's too quick for a forward. What do you have there? You have Jason Tatum. He is an absolute matchup nightmare.
Boston making some changes. Al Horford is checked in for Robert Williams. Smart comes in for Brown. And Derek White subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. Timberwolves also changing it up. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Alexander Walker comes in for Anderson. And it's Noel in for Mike Conley. And Towns gets it to go.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Here's Doyle. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists in the game. Timberwolves trail by 12. And the pass to Alexander Walker. And here's Edwards from deep. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
And the first one drops.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Grant Williams is checked in for Tatum. Daniels is checked in for Minnesota. That one misses.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
Here's Doyle, coming in off a 41-point performance last game out. There's the 3. They get it back. Lets it go from deep. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
To the paint, and finished off by Horford.
No chance to shut that one down. Horford's reach made that play unstoppable. And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston. And boy, was he a huge part of their final run.
And that one falls for Horford. Timberwolves trail by 14. Pass to Alexander Walker. Now here's Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Lets the 3 fly, and he hits the triple. 3 points there on the shot from Doyle. Doyle's got 36.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
They might start using him a little bit more sparingly with 3 fouls already before the half. And here in the second quarter, he's starting to work himself to the free throw line. That's a good move.
He hits the second from the line. Celtics leading by 16. Pass to Dort. In the corner, Smart with it. Here's Doyle from past the arc. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And so it's Boston taking a 19-point lead into the break. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after the... There wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We've seen a tremendous game from Goose.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
And I like that they had the confidence in him to keep calling his number.
In the post, it's Tatum and Williams. Brown out there with Brogdon. And it's Doyle in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Hey, Richard, as soon as your playing career ended, you got right into this business, into broadcasting. When did you decide that this would be the next step?
Well, the first time is when I thought I was going to be out of the league, and so I started doing more and more work until I retired in 2018. So it started way before I retired.
That laid the groundwork for you. Good job. Back to McDaniel. Shot clock at 5. Here's Towns. No good that time. And Boston will go the other way with it. Here's Doyle. Good! Another from 3.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. McDaniels. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game. That sixth sense for when to rise up.
Connects again from distance.
And with that made 3, he now stands alone for third most threes in a single game.
He's been locked in, and it's been lights out for him all game long, D.A. What a shooting performance. Towns against Brogdon. Here's Conley. And the rejection by Tatum.
The all-star Tatum engaged on defense. That's a scary sight for opponents.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Anderson's checked in. Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. Richard, 2004 was the last time that the NBA expanded. Now, some say Seattle and maybe Las Vegas could, before long, have teams of their own. What do you think?
Oh, please give me Seattle back. Please give me Vegas back. Do you know what I would give to have those two cities back in our league and to have to travel to them? Look, but you must have deep pockets. Let's be honest with yourself. The franchises now are selling for over $3 billion. You got to think that the expansion fee will at least be that much per team.
Count the basket.
A much-needed bucket after clanking their first 4 shots.
Pass to Tatum. Here's Doyle, defended by Anderson. Three-point range try is off from Doyle.
Their first miss since the break. Still, I like how they've come out so far.
It's Edwards on the wing. He's guarded by Brogdon, kept alive. Towns with the bucket.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Brown outside. A little over 2.5 minutes off the good. Another from 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking him down from deep.
Craig, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game. And here's Edwards from the arc. It's hauled in by Doyle. Doyle's got his 5th rebound in this one. And this Celtics squad looking like the Celtics of old.
Yeah, always a tough squad when I was playing, and it's looking like that again. You got a great mix of young players and veterans, and don't be surprised if Boston is back on top very soon.
Very soon.
And Tatum's teammates love the hustle. They appreciate him going hard on the offensive glass and really getting it done.
Anderson kicks to Conley. The pass to Gobert. Edwards inside. He's covered by Brown. And the rejection by Tatum. Fires the 3. Doyle, no good.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Conley feeling it out. Here's Towns. Back to Conley. No good on that one. Good D by Brogdon. And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for the Celtics. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. And the dunk by Tatum.
Oh, this is how aggressive Tatum is. Excellent job of getting to the rim and a finish. Just light work.
Towns against Tatum. Towns, the pass to Edwards. To stop the run. Some solid defense from Brown.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And it's slammed in by Williams.
A primary responsibility of Brogdon's. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to him.
There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
From 12 feet out. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Here's Doyle. Gets it off. And again for 3.
And of course it falls for him. That 3 pushes him into the history books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget. And so it's Boston, sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.
game early before launch?
Yeah, so we've been doing this for like 3 years now, this type of event, and it's been awesome. Like, it's probably one of the most helpful things we have because we work all year, and we're in our little silo, we're building our game, and we think it's in a good state, but until you get these players who play all year long, and they're representing the My Team community, the My Player community, you know, rec, the pro guys, like basically everyone's kind of got their little representative inside, and they give us a great, you know, their great 2 cents of like how the game is feeling right off.
Well, Grant, you can't have Christmas without NBA action. You remember your first Christmas Day game?
BA, I do, and it was in 1996. I had a pretty good game, but we lost to Michael Jordan and the Bulls. They won 69 games that year in the championship, so at least we lost to the best.
Here's the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis and Lopez are the bigs. Drew Holiday out there with Joe Ingles, and it's Middleton in at the small forward. Now here's Ingles. Pass to Holiday. Middleton outside. Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. They get it back. Count that one. Boston on offense. Here's Goose. From deep. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
You know, for this Bucks team, they seem to play together as well as any team we've seen recently.
Yeah, this team has a bunch of players who complement each other very well. And they've got so many different ways that they can play on the floor. That's what makes them so successful. Well, that and Giannis.
Now here's Brogdon. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game.
You want to talk about an NBA player who has poise and vision. That's Malcolm Brogdon doing work with the pass. That is nicely done.
Here's Holiday. Middleton up top. His last outing, he had 20. And the shot goes.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Fires the 3. Goose. Good. He's got 9.
He's 3 or 4 now, looking real confident out the gate.
Holiday passes to Lopez. And here is Ingles. Wide open. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
Here's Goose. Off the mark there with a 3.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Middleton. And it's Middleton finishing it off.
Smart play by Giannis. Moving the ball with a purpose leads to a great look.
3-pointer. Goose can't hit. The Bucks trail. To the middle. And Holiday powers it home.
I'll tell you, Joe Ingles is proving that as a passer, he is a special player.
Out to the wing. From behind the arc. Again, the miss by the Celtics. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Middleton passes to Lopez. Middleton with it. Hounded by Tatum. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Just 5 to shoot. And that comes off the assist by Middleton.
And the balance Giannis has. Outstanding job taking the contact and finishing despite it.
And that knee injury sidelining Chris Middleton in last year's playoffs, Grant. How much did the Bucks miss his impact on the floor?
Well, B.A., it was a huge loss. He's their main perimeter scoring threat. That's why his game complements Giannis so perfectly.
Ingles from outside. Boston with a rebound. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
Yeah, they were dialed in from deep in that one. The basket must have looked as big as the ocean because they were hitting everything.
Well, and I think what that was a product of was their movement off the basketball. Just tremendous work on the perimeter.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Brooklyn.
Hey, their activity on defense was terrific. It was just full effort at that end of the floor and a bunch of blocks to show for it.
The best defenses do a great job of protecting the rim. That team did not give an inch. They defended and contested every shot.
And it's a completely new group for the Bucks. Portis finds Dragic. Now Carter. Here's Crowder. Horford covering. Crowder, the pass to Connaughton. Three-pointer off the mark. The Celtics with the lead. Pass to Goose. 4-3. Crowder grabs the miss.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Well, the Celtics shooting around 40% early on here. Here's Goose. Back to Horford. Here's Goose. Covered by Connaughton. Here's Goose. Knocks it down from distance. 15 points in the game.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Dragic passes to Portis. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
That free throw good from Portis. Both free throws good from Portis.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. It's the Celtics up 3. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere.
12. All right, fans, give it up for...
And welcome back, one and all, for more NBA Christmas Day action. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
Derek White out there with Marcus Smart. Then there's Al Horford. Then there's Grant Williams. And it's Goose in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics.
Thanks. Well, Goose in their last matchup against the Timberwolves was outstanding. He finished with 51 points and was on point from deep. He had his handprint all over that game. Put up some big numbers. Guys, back to you.
Good stuff, Allie. Tremendous effort from him in that last game, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I think he pushed them to the win through sheer force of will.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Oh, got that one up quick.
Even with all the threes he nailed in the first quarter, the defense still hasn't made the proper adjustments.
Outside Carter. Back to Dragic. 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. On target from range.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And the Celtics another 3.
Now he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Shoots from 12. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
And pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every team uses and executes well in their offensive attack.
Williams' shot is good.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Ingles passes to Holiday. Can they get it? Nice D from Tatum.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
I just love the ball.
A minute 53 left to play in the first half of basketball.
And guys, talk about silencing the critics. Tatum made first-team All-NBA last year and led the Celtics to their first finals appearance in over a decade.
Timeout called. Milwaukee, you know, probably the biggest shift for Tatum, his advancement at the defensive end, Greg.
Oh, no question, B.A. And that's imperative at the small forward position. Think about it. You have guys like LeBron, Kawhi, KD. Now Jason Tatum is in that elite two-way group as well. And you have to put Jimmy Butler in there as well.
Brown against Ingles. Back to Holiday. Let's go with a three. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
With balance and good rhythm, Holiday serves as an effective catch-and-shoot player.
Pass to Goose. From deep three-point range. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. Brogdon's got 4 assists in the game. There's a minute 17 left in the first half of basketball. Now here's Middleton. Outside Holiday. Back to Middleton. Launches a three. Hauled in by Brown. Boston has got it going from distance in the second quarter. 4 of 5 from deep. Pass to Goose. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Tatum gets the bucket.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
The Bucks have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Ingles with it. Back to Middleton. The ball's knocked loose. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And some changes here for the Celtics. Griffin, he's checked in for Williams. And Smart subbed in for Brogdon. 24 seconds left in the first half. Dragic passes to Middleton. Carter from outside gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
I mean, the versatility of Middleton. Not just a scorer, also a solid passer and distributor.
Here's Goose. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And so it's Boston, a sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. Off to run with them. They get the ball up the court so fast. All right, stick.
21.
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. The Bucks shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. Taking a look at the Bucks. Middleton is the 3, with Giannis playing the power forward. Joe Ingles is out there with Drew Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. The shot off that time. So the Celtics will take it the other way. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo has won MVPs, Defensive Player of the Year, and a championship. But he says, quote, "I am not satisfied. As the leader of this team, that's the tone I set. I don't care about the trophies. I care about getting better, and that's what I've done my entire career." Brian, he stays focused.
Nose to the grindstone, Allie. Thanks for that.
The line for the Bucks.
No good on that one.
And last season, Giannis passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the Bucks' all-time leading scorer. He wants to finish his career in Milwaukee, so that total bound to grow.
And Grant, both Giannis and Kareem dominated the paint, but they get it done differently.
Yeah, that they do. Kareem, possibly the best ever in the post, whereas Giannis might be the most dominant slasher and driver in league history.
Outside, Ingles. Pass to Middleton. Outside, Holiday. And here's Lopez. The three is up. He drops it from range. Lopez has got 5 now.
At the 5 position, Lopez knocking down three-pointers really helps this team spacing.
Pass to Goose. Takes the 3. And Williams punches it home.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Man, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Holiday passes to Ingles. Holiday against Brogdon. And Grant, last season, Drew Holiday winning the NBA Teammate of the Year award for the 2nd time.
Yeah, and in 2021, BA, he got the NBA Sportsmanship Award, too. So needless to say, Holiday tremendously respected by his peers and known for his dedication to others.
Crowder, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Connaughton comes in for Ingles. Goose. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. He's got 36 points.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Pass to Connaughton. Crowder outside. It's tipped.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
From the arc. And again, Boston with the triple.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Connaughton outside. There's the triple. And the Bucks miss again.
Well, you're trying to answer the 3, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
They double-team Brown. Out to Horford. And again, Boston with the triple.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Timeout called. Milwaukee.
That's a good timeout. They just can't hit anything.
Sometimes.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Ingles. Shoots over Brown. And the Bucks miss again.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Tatum at 4 while Williams patrols the middle. Malcolm Brogdon out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's Goose in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Boston 5. Here's Middleton. From 8 feet away, Ingles from outside. And the Bucks miss again.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And Williams punches it home.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Middleton. The layup misses. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Down low. Here's Williams. Basket is good on the assist from Brogdon. Brogdon's got assist number 7 tonight.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Shot to stop the run. The bank shot, no good. The Celtics have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Pass to Goose. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. In transition, here come the Bucks. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And Holiday takes this responsibility seriously. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to them.
Now Brown. Ingles defending. The 3 is up. Goose can't hit. The Bucks have gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in. Struggling this fourth quarter.
Remaining in the game, 2 minutes.
On the wing, Holiday. Williams defending. Here's Lopez. The rebound, Celtics. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Goose. Middleton covering. Off target from 3-point range. Milwaukee's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. It's Middleton on the wing. The 3-ball. Rebound Boston. Williams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Boston's got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth.
And what a
good! Another from 3.
And the threes just don't stop. Another shot and another make.
Yes, and he's starting to creep up that list now for the most 3-pointers in a game. We'll see if he keeps it going. Ingles passes to Antetokounmpo. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Just consistent and pretty much automatic. Antetokounmpo may be the league's most efficient scorer inside 10 feet.
Goose. Offensive rebound. The kick to Tatum. Pass to Brown. Here's Goose. Middleton covering. Here's Goose. Clock at 4. Buries it from 3.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Well, they needed this run way earlier. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you next time.
Like, we focus on gameplay for this event, and, you know, they come in with very fresh perspectives of 23, right? So they've been on it all year long, so their brains there. They're still using, like, kind of exploits or things that they really like in 23 to try to be successful. So they come in trying to do those things right away, and they see that a lot of things have been fixed or changed. And so for us, it's helpful for them to know, to remember, because we've been in the trenches for so long. Like, some of the things that they thought they'd be complaining about, like, oh yeah, we fixed that, you know, 3 months ago. And so it's helpful for us to just be reassured that some of those things are gone, and now they gotta look for new exploits to
exactly.
beat people with.
Go break the game. That's what I tell them. Go break the game and be honest with Mike. You know, don't just come in here and tell him things you like, find things you don't like.
When the middle of the season rolls around, Clark, how much value do you think there is in keeping an eye on the standings, seeing what the other teams are doing?
You know, Kevin, I think it's a balancing act depending on your team and the makeup of your squad, where you are in the standings. In some cases, it could be a powerful motivator, but I don't think it should be something that discourages you. You have to keep an eye on what's real and what you can control. There's still time for some dramatic shakeups as the season unfolds.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. The post pairing for him, Smith along with Şengün. And it's Martin in at the 3 spot. Oh, Greg, a big congratulations right to MP, now a multi-time NBA Player of the Week award recipient.
And MP continues to prove he's one of the top players in this league. You look back on the week he's had, and you can't deny he's earned it.
Porter passes to Green. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Fantastic job moving the ball there by Porter Jr., understanding exactly what was available when his teammates were open.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. I was able to talk with the Rockets head coach. He told me they'll be looking to stretch the defense with their ability to knock down shots from deep. He said success on the outside will translate to success on the inside. Sounds like instead of going inside out, they're going to go outside in. Interesting. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You know, hard to create spacing without the threes. If the name doesn't give it away, Clark, Kenyon Martin Jr. has basketball in his blood.
Well, Kevin, you heard me say it before. You cannot run away from the DNA. His father was the first overall draft pick and a really fun and good player to watch. You definitely see him in Kenyon Martin Jr., who is very gifted in his own right and making a nice name for himself.
And here's Porter after the three-pointer from Doyle. Şengün kicks to Porter. Outside, Martin. 4 on the clock. From deep three-point range. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Back to Smart. Nice ball movement by Boston to the right side. Here's Doyle, covered by Martin. 6 to shoot. Shoots the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Passes it to Smith. Outside, Porter. And the wide open shot from Green. He tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Boston leading by 6. Pass to Doyle. From the arc.
2 minutes running.
They get it back.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Outside, Martin. Back to Porter. Over Smart. Porter, no luck.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Mark, let's go back to when the Rockets traded away James Harden in 2020. How has that reset gone?
I like what it looks like, Kevin. Building through the draft. I love the young talent they've been able to acquire, and they've done it with a bunch of future first-round picks in their back pocket. So they're not done. There's more to come in drafting high-quality talent.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Griffin's checked in for Robert Williams. Horford comes in for Tatum. Brogdon, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Derek White subbed in for Smart.
Yeah, when Frank Kaminsky plays like this with this kind of aggressiveness, it forces the defense to react.
This is his first free throw of the game. The free throw drops for Kaminsky. And so Kaminsky nails both of them.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Here's Doyle. Second shot opportunity, and the layup by Brogdon.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
Tice, 11 feet out, and he hits it. So it's Boston now. Outside, White has to go. Down low. Griffin passes to Brogdon. Out to the wing. Clock at 6. Here's Doyle. Tate covering. Here's Horford. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Outside, Green. There's the pass with Christopher. The layup off target.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. The Celtics lead by 9. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return.
Here they come.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Smart in the backcourt with Brown to his side. Jason Tatum is out there with Williams. And it's Doyle in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Goose, in their last matchup against Milwaukee, was outstanding. He scored 45 points, and he got those points as he always does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him. It might force him to adjust or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And finished off by Martin.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big games. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Houston. Brown outside. Here's Doyle, covered by Martin. And it's good. 3 points on the board on the shot from Doyle. Doyle's got 18 points in the game.
And we're getting to that time of year, a lot of all-star debate. Some buzz around MP may be getting a spot on the squad.
Well, I know a lot of people out there lobbying for him, Greg. His numbers speak for themselves. It'd be too bad to see him get passed over. Over in the corner, Brown passes to Doyle. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Houston. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Another miss by Houston.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Launches a three. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
Back to Porter. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Houston needs to get a shot. They need this. The Rockets again can't hit. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit. Getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Nice game. Great performance by Goose.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you're just asking for him to drop another triple on him.
Some changes for Boston. Al Horford's checked in for Jason Tatum. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Jaylen Brown. And it's White in for Marcus Smart. Houston with a big group substitution here. Daniel Tice is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Smith. Tate, he's checked in for Martin. And Jalen Green subbed in for Josh Christopher. Shots good by Doyle.
Well, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
Now Porter. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Tate. It's hauled in by Doyle. Celtics leading by 22. Step back shot. Again, the Celtics good for two.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Green taking his time here. Stolen by Brogdon. Over in the corner, White. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. White's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Green against Brogdon. Shot to stop the run, and it's Green missing. Lets it fly, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Boston rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back to the action in just a minute. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. We've seen a tremendous game from Goose.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And so in the game for the Rockets, the post pairing for him, Smith along with Şengün. Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. And it's Martin in at the 3 spot. Porter outside. And no good that time. Now Boston takes it the other way. They host the Clippers after this game. Here's Brown. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Defensive foul.
And, you know, really, guys, Brown is very talented at knocking down shots, even when getting hit.
And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. One terrific finisher at the rim.
And maybe the only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. But it's one of the very few weaknesses in his game.
Smith kicks to Porter. Hits the three-point bomb.
How about the vision from Smith? You have to know not just where, but when to deliver the ball.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Shots good by Doyle.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Jalen Green is on a mission. He says, every time I step on the floor, I always have something to prove to who's ever in those stands. A lot of people will hate on me or have their opinions. I'm just going to think about that when I step on the floor. I'm going to prove everybody wrong. Kevin?
That's a great chip to keep on his shoulder. David, thanks.
What's up?
And no good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up.
And something that's already interesting about Jabari Smith is his versatility, scoring from beyond the arc or at the mid-range. He can get points a number of ways.
Griffin's checked in for Williams. Josh Christopher, he's checked in for the Rockets. Houston moving it around. Takes the three. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Christopher's got his first 3 points of the game. To the left side wing. Here's Doyle, covered by Martin. For three. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And so Green will bring it up for the Rockets. Ashley Christopher. Martin up top, guarded by Doyle. And it's Martin missing. Boston's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Hey, defenders already have a lot to worry about with Tatum scoring. When he's making passes like that, too, watch out.
Rockets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. The pass to Christopher. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Griffin. Gallinari, he's checked in for Goose. end up going with a whole new group. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Tate against Brogdon. Out to the right wing. 17 seconds left in the game. Tate. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Brogdon, first personal foul, fourth team foul. Shooting for Houston, Jayshawn Tate, taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Brogdon against Washington. Beyond the arc. And again, Boston with the triple.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA.